Hi, welcome to Frameworks. I'm Dylan Brockway, and I'm very uncomfortable because I'm actually sitting on the opposite side. Maddie is not interviewing me, actually. This is Maddie
Assel.
Assel. I was saying it wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's no problem.
You're a singer, and you were just recently on American Idol? Is that true?
Last year, my senior year.
Last year. And you're in college now.
Yeah, I just finished my freshman year at Catawba College in North Carolina.
You thought I was going to just glaze right over the American Idol thing, right?
No.
Okay. Tell us about that, because that's what everyone's been so interested in.
Last year, I was in the process of auditioning for colleges, and my family surprised me and said they got me an audition at the LSU School of Music, and I was so happy. I love jazz, and they threw me on a flight, and while I was like spending the day preparing like my audition by, you know, eating beignets and like sightseeing, my grandma and I went out, and while we were eating dinner, Randy Jackson came from the back of the restaurant while I was just singing with this band for fun, because my grandma always pushes me on stage. And as it turns out, he got a video from my grandma submitting me to be on this season of American Idol.
Really?
Yeah, it was so crazy. So we had like an impromptu audition there, and
That's not normal either, is it?
Oh, well, it was the first season that they've done nominations, so it's called Idol Nominate. And I was one of 5 that was chosen, and it was such an awesome opportunity.
One of 5 people that were able to do the
Nominate process.
Wow.
Yeah.
Out of, I'm sure, thousands, right?
I think the number was like 300,000.
Oh.
It's pretty hefty.
Okay.
So I think part of the reason I got chosen, my grandma is such a character. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay,
she's
I was
so
gonna say
cute.
she probably had to do awful things to get
Oh gosh, she would have, but she didn't have to. She
That's
just,
great, though.
yeah, she's awesome.
Hi, what's your name?
Maddie Assel.
Maddie. Well, the world has changed for you in the last 24 hours, huh?
Literally so much.
I'm Sylvia Assel, and I nominated my granddaughter, Maddie Assel, to be on American Idol. I knew Maddie was going to be a wonderful singer from when she was a little red-faced baby, and I think she learned how to sing from me.
Oh, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll.
Hi, Maddie. How are you? What's going on? Grandma nominated you. Grandma said, listen, I think that this girl really should have a shot to come and sing before the judges. You're getting a shot. Maddie's got a shot.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Yes! Yes! Tomorrow.
Why, hello there.
Hi, Randy.
How are you, Maddie?
Hi, guys. Good.
Hi.
You never thought you'd be here, but this is your dream, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought I was just coming for a vacation, and then like just, it's crazy.
Grandma's a nice lady. Your mom seemed really sweet, too.
Would you like some boots?
Sure. We should put these on her if she gets the ticket.
Okay, what are you gonna sing?
Oh, Darling by the Beatles.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone now. Believe me when I tell you, I'll never make it alone. No. When you told me, oh, you didn't need me anymore. I guess I nearly laid down and died. Oh, darling.
Nice.
What'd you think, Keith?
Is there someone who singularly influenced your singing style? Because you've got a style.
I pick up stuff from Beyonce and Adele and Haley Reinhart.
Yeah, well, I love the fact that every person you just mentioned, you don't sound like.
Oh, gosh. Thank you so much.
I like that.
That's a key.
Thank you.
You know, that's actually a good thing, you know?
Thank you so
because
much.
you got your own style.
Thank you.
I think that you have a nice voice, and you got some power there as well. So I enjoyed it.
I loved your song choice. And I really liked how you sang. I really, you know, I like your confidence as well.
Thank you so much.
Let's take a vote. Yes, Keith?
Yeah, I say yes.
Mariah?
Yes.
Nikki?
Yes.
Yes for me. Welcome to Hollywood!
Congratulations. She's allowed to embarrass.
How do you even see this isn't even on your face?
Wait a minute. We don't care.
I got much magic dust on me.
She's I can tell.
So good.
How much magic dust have you had?
Oh, lots.
Oh my
More
gosh.
than you would ever know.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Magic dust for everybody.
And they only go to a certain amount of cities in the United States, right?
Yeah, it was, I think it might be 5 or 6 cities. They have just like thousands and thousands of people that line up, and I got to skip the long lines and stuff. So I felt like VIP because they would just like swerve me in all the lines. It was so awesome.
I remember the first few seasons, didn't they make you, they would like try to mess with you by doing a bunch of different things. They would like wouldn't allow you to sleep. And
Yeah.
it's like, how is this part of the...
No, yeah, you don't have time to sleep because they keep you on the practice site, which is where we do the auditions, until 3 or 4 or 5 sometimes, and then call time in the morning was 5:30. So
you'd have
if you
30
get
minutes.
back to the hotel after taking the tram from the call site, like it was,
You just
really
have
don't
enough
sleep.
time to like pour some coffee on yourself to wake yourself up.
You don't have time to shower. So, I mean, other girls found the time, like skipping meals and stuff, but I was literally like, oh my God, get me out of here. It was really hard, and I didn't think it was that hard. But they kind of need the TV aspect behind it. So if you keep a bunch of girls up late all the time together, there's going to be like cat fights and friction, and people are going to have voice cracks. You know what I mean? If you think about like
they
the
want that.
logistics. Well, they want a good TV show, which I'm all for. Like, I think that if you didn't have like extenuating like circumstances, then everyone would be a great singer and there'd be no show. Because how can you like pick out the different styles?
What songs did you get to sing that you chose?
I sang Tainted Love, and I sang Many the Miles, Sarah Bareilles, and I sang, my group song was I Set Fire to the Rain. What is the title of that Adele song? Is it
To me, they're all just that Adele
that
song.
Adele song? Yeah, so that's what we sang as our group song, and the judges did not like it, so that's when we got eliminated.
So they eliminate the whole group, not just certain people?
It depends on the situation, because some groups, we are like very far to the end and we're like completely exhausted, and the judges were exhausted because they've been sitting listening to people sing all day.
Well, I don't want this to sound like a cheesy question.
Okay.
It's very impressive that everyone's like was blown away that you were on American Idol at all. How many rounds did you get through?
I can't count the rounds. I think it was,
You were passed out on the floor so often that...
it really is such a blur because
I'm sure,
there's
yeah, it
no
moves so quickly.
like, yeah, the days kind of run together, but I know I got to the top 100, and I guess it was 3 or 4 rounds.
Wow.
I think, during
Wow.
Hollywood Week.
Wow, and it starts off as like this massive group of people too,
Yeah.
right? Is this kind of a thing where after experiencing it, are you like, I worked at AMC theaters, I did some volunteer work, and I was on American Idol? Is that on your resume?
My resume is all music. So I've done a lot of things besides American Idol, and like all the other reality shows I've been on, you like put them, like if I made it to the top 100 in American Idol, so that's obviously going to be number 1. And then like top 200 on X Factor, that's number 2. Like,
Really?
Yeah, so you just want to like make sure the first thing they read, it's not necessarily about like what show you're on, it's about how far you made it, so they can know like what you've been through and that kind of stuff.
What are you majoring in? What school are you at again?
Catawba College.
In North Carolina?
Yes, and I'm
And-
majoring in pop music.
Majoring in pop music.
Yeah.
That's an actual...
Yeah, it's
That's
one
very
out of 10
specific.
schools in the country with a pop music major.
Very specific.
Yes.
So that's your favorite. You said you like jazz, but is pop music your favorite type
Yeah,
of music to sing?
Yeah, definitely. Pop music is more of popular as opposed to the genre. Like when you think pop music, like you're like Katy Perry, Carly Jepsen, or but I love Katy Perry. But pop music is we have groups, and one of our classes is to be assigned into a band, and I'm in the pop band. So we sing Cher Lloyd, and we sing like the fun pop songs. But there's also rock and indie and country.
All at that same school.
All at the same school, but it's under the popular music major.
All right.
Because I mean, rock is popular music, you know.
Of course, yeah.
Lots of people
I thought it was like you were majoring in pop music, the genre.
That's more of my like that's where I direct myself, but you can go different ways with it.
I haven't actually gotten the chance to hear you sing yet, but I'm very excited to. And
I'm excited to sing for you.
is there an artist that I know I'm not trying to compare you or say that you're just trying to be somebody else, but is there one artist that you just want to be like when you sing?
Yeah, I have like my top 3 right now. I love Haley Reinhart. She was on American Idol a few seasons ago, and she's like everything I've ever wanted to be as a singer. And ZZ Ward, she's really cool. And Sarah Bareilles. And then as far as songwriting goes, I really like Taylor Swift style.
You write your own songs?
Yeah.
You write the music to your songs?
Mm-hmm.
And you play the piano?
Yes.
Is there anything else that you are proficient at?
If you ask me next year, I will be proficient in guitar. So.
I'll ask her next year.
Ask me next
I guess.
year.
I take the question back then. You come from not such a musical family. You said you're not a prodigy.
Oh yeah.
Is your family really supportive in what you want to do though?
Oh, definitely. It's so weird because my dad's a big stage dad, and he's like this giant dude that went to the Naval Academy and like all boys Catholic high school, and there's like I wouldn't ever call him creative like in the slightest, but he's very.
He's gonna see this.
I know it's rolling. Oops, but
I think he's a beautiful man. Don't beat me up.
No, yeah, he's just like so supportive. And my mom like will be happy with whatever I do.
And your mom's an angel.
She is an angel.
She
She
made
makes
you
me
coffee this
coffee in the morning.
That's right. That's right. That's good. Well, it's good to have the support because so many people, when they want to major in tech theater or pop music, something like that, a lot of the people are going, don't do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but it sounds like definitely you've had enough success to win over whoever, with the top, with your resume, So you said you played a lot of sports in high school. Did you ever want to be an athlete, or was that always a hobby, a way to stay in shape or something?
Yeah, it absolutely was a hobby. And I've always known that like music and singing and acting is where I wanted to end up someday, but I never really thought it could happen,
Of course, and it kind of seems like a far-fetched thing.
Yeah, I just want people to be able to like, when I'm sad and I'm like listening to Taylor Swift, I'm like, oh my gosh, Taylor Swift gets me, and I want to be able to do that for someone.
So what would you say is your next step as an artist and a musician?
I have a lot of fun stuff coming up this summer that I can't talk about, and it should be like the start of my life.
Really?
So I'm really excited.
Well, I'll ask you next year, right?
Ask me next year.
Oh, I forget what else. Oh, about the guitar. That's right. That's right. Okay, so now that I've realized that I can't ask you certain questions because there are certain secret things that are coming up, right?
Yes.
Things you're very
Up and
excited about.
coming.
That's great though to hear that there are so many things in the near future, right? You said this summer, right?
Yes.
I can't wait to hear. I'm sure I will at some point,
Thank
right?
you. I hope so.
So, would you be up to performing for us here?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a cover or a piece that you wrote yourself?
It's gonna be, it's one of my originals. So it's my newest one called Shoulda Known.
Great. Okay. And it's just you and a piano, right?
Yes.
What's the song about? Or do you want to let the words?
It's a little Taylor Swifty.
Okay. You want to let the song speak for itself?
I'll let it do the talking.
Great. I'm excited.